Hey guys, it's me, YGMecho, and I'm back with another video. I don't usually do videos like this, but I really did want to talk about this card. This card has seen kind of mixed reviews. Some people think it's absolutely godly, some people think it's complete dog shit. I do reckon it is somewhere in the middle. It is called Kurikara, sorry, Avatar of the Immovable, releasing in Power of the Elements, in the TCG August 5th, so still quite a ways away. I'll read you the effect now. Cannot be normal summon slash set, must be special summon from your hand by attributing all face-up monsters on the field that activate an effect in any of your opponent's monster zones this turn. You can only activate the 2 effect of this card's name once per turn. Its 1 effect is that it gains 1500 attack points for each monster attributed to special summon it. Then its 2 effect during the end phase, you can target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your field. So from the first read over, maybe unlike me, you don't have monkey brain. You might not have caught all of that. So just a couple things that are really cool about it is that its tribute does not start a chain. It is like Pankatops, where it's just an inherit summon. It just kind of happens. So the opponent cannot negate it, which is really, really strong. And another thing is that this tribute effect is not actually once per turn. So if you want to tribute it and then they might do something, maybe summon a new monster or do some more things, then you can tribute uh, the monsters that activate again. So the summon itself is not once per turn. The attack gain is not once per turn. It is only the end phase to summon back the monster from the graveyard. That is once per turn. So also those are the pros of this card upon first glance. But when you do look into it, there are some negatives, actually quite a few negatives. So first of all, it's not a quick effect, it only activates during your turn. It is an ignition effect. Second thing is that uh, it only gets rid of the card after it's activated the effect. So it is still a board breaker card, but it doesn't really help you deal with those interruptions and negates because it only can get rid of the cards that have already activated their effects. So, you might not have seen, but it doesn't wipe the entire board. It only gets rid of the cards that have activated their effects. So it's not that it's not as strong, but it still can do things. So maybe you want to get rid of a card like maybe Dragoon, which is difficult to out, or DP that maybe they left it out on the field because they destroyed their scythe or something. Then you can use its effect to tribute it off. That bypasses the Dragoon. That makes it so DP doesn't get its floating effect. It does gain a lot of attack points, so even under Scythe, which is quite a problem right now, which probably won't be a problem around August because, in all honesty, it's probably going to be banned. But so it can play around cards like that, and just mostly it can get rid of those cards that like continuously keep on being a threat even after they've used their effect on your turn. So other things about it is that during the end phase, the summon effect is actually very, very strong. So after getting rid of their boss monster, maybe their Dragoon or their DP, you can then summon it. Or it doesn't say like you can just summon anything. So maybe your opponent has 0 cards in hand and they only have 1 combo starter in the graveyard. You can like yoink that. Maybe they can still like punch over it because most combo starters right now are like don't have the highest attack point value, so maybe they can just run over and keep playing. But that could be something that you might want to do in some situations. But in conclusion, it's not really that strong of a board breaker. It doesn't allow you to make more plays. It's just kind of there after you baited out the gates. You can like wipe the field, but I don't think it is as strong as people are hyping it out to be. Maybe they're only hyping it to that degree because, like me, they thought it just tributed everything, not just the monsters that already activate their effects. It's still really good for getting rid of cards that keep on threatening the game state even after they've used their effect, either by having a large body, having multiple effects, or next turn being able to also have those effects. Lastly, it is a Link 1, so you can make Relinquish Anima or Link Reaver that, could be kind of cool. Um, and I think that's about it. The attack points can also get pretty ludicrous because it already has a 15, then 15 is 3k. 3k is usually already enough to beat over most things. And then like you tribute 2 cards, that's 4k, that's 4.5, sorry. And then summoning back the opponent's boss monster can be really, really strong, especially if it's got multiple interruptions or even just a singular interruption. That could just potentially be really strong. So let me know your opinions on this card. Personally, I think it'll see maybe niche play in some road decks, but it'll be like Alpha Master of the Beasts. That card got really hyped up, well, yeah, no, it got pretty hyped up as a board breaker, but ended up not really seeing play. I remember I hyped up the Underworld Goddess because, like, dude, being honest, that card reads like a custom card. Like, oh, you can do this, by the way, you can do that, and then you can destroy all the monsters. Oh, you can use Reverent Link material. Oh, it negates everything on the field. Oh, it's can't be, it's unaffected. Oh, it negates the cards in the grave. Oh, yeah, also it can do 10 backflips. Oh, yeah, and like instantly with it. But you do have to like kind of think about like the practical application. How often are you actually being able to proc this card, and when you are procking it, how meaningful is it going to be? That is up to you to test it. I definitely do need to do some testing. Let me know your opinions on this card down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.